Hey, Cling Connection fam, it's Sean and Shana, and guess what? We just landed in stunning St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands.
"30 minutes later."
This Caribbean gem is known for its crystal clear turquoise waters, breathtaking beaches, and vibrant island cultures. Stick around, because we're diving into the beautiful food, the beauty, and the adventures of St. Thomas. Let's go.
Cling Connection, you guys are gonna love this. So we finished up a nice breakfast at our Island View guest house. It was amazing. The chef is phenomenal. We jumped in the Jeep, took a little off-road touring of the island, and we landed here at Hull Beach. I can't explain to you. We just took the Jeep and off we went. The water here is like crystal clear. Follow me, come here. Now, if we were smart, we would have brought our bathing suits and our towels, but we didn't know we were going to land here. This water is like clearly to the bottom, straight. I mean, it doesn't get any more clear than this. So I think we might end up taking the Jeep back, getting our suits and towels, and making a day of this place, because I certainly could stay here for the day. Pack up a little picnic maybe, stop at the grocery store. I think that might be what we're gonna do. So we'll see. Maybe I can convince Sean to spend the beach day here. There's a little boat dock, or not boat dock, but a little boat skiff here that you can take the boats out here, and you can see people just have them out. They can go swim out to them and take them wherever they want, the little islands out there, and take it for a little spin. It's a perfect getup. I mean, just come out to shore, go out to the water. What's better than that? It's cool. These guys are going to go out scuba. You can see they have their equipment on, and they're getting all set up and using their safety precautions. That's neat. I wonder how far out they're going to go.
Hey, Cling Connection fam. Like Shana said, we came to this beautiful beach called Hull Beach. But over the course of this video, we're going to be exploring some of the hidden gems, or maybe not so hidden gems, to make your trip in the U.S. Virgin Islands at St. Thomas memorable. We're here for a few days, so we're not spending an entire week, so we're going to try to tackle some of the biggest things that we can tackle and share with you guys some adventures. So if you're going to book your trip to here, you'll have an idea where to go. And we're also going to put links below to tell you who to book it through. Maybe Emily Smith with Dream Vacations, or one of our other affiliates. We'll leave those links below in the description, and we're going to explore and have a great time here in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Hey babes, I like driving this Jeep. Just make sure you're on the left side. Because if you're on the right side, it's the wrong side. You're in the St. Thomas. The right side is the wrong side. So this is Main Street here on St. Thomas, and you can see that there's a lot of designer stores and stuff, but duty free, you know, so if you want to come down here and get your jewels and your diamonds and your art and your expensive things, you know, come by and pick up your duty free and take it home. Make sure you declare it in your customs, because apparently the US government will take stuff that you don't declare. We've heard some stories, so you want to do that, but you know, come and get your expensive things here at St. Thomas. We were driving through the main street. I talked about the jewels and the, you know, expensive things you can buy duty free, and we found this little flea market area, has a little shopping. We always have to find our magnet, so we're looking for our magnet. found the perfect magnet. It has a sea turtle with shells and sea things inside. And we're gonna go see the sea turtles tomorrow when we go snorkeling. It's a big adventure tomorrow. You'll get to see it all live on Cling Connection. So anyway, there's our St. Thomas magnet for the refrigerator.
We're walking around this part of town here on the waterfront. First of all, this water is gorgeous. We're from Florida, as you guys all know if you follow the channel, and there's certain areas like Clearwater that are very nice, but this water is a very interesting turquoise blue. And in the back, you have a bunch of sailboats, and even further back on these little islands, you have people that have houses. I think people might live on these sailboats. I love sailboats. I'd love to learn how to sail. You know, maybe at this point in my life, I'll get involved with it. But we're gonna be walking around and checking out like the markets and stuff. There's so many cool things, and you know, people are afraid to come to some of these islands because they're afraid of the crime. So far, we haven't even really run into any type of crime. Yeah, we saw some homeless people, but no more than what we see in Tampa. And everybody's been cool. The police are out. The tourists are here. The islanders have all been nice. So we're gonna go around, check out some local history, check out some of the buildings, listen to loud motorcycles as I'm recording as they come past. We're gonna do all that fun stuff. So also, just to give you a heads up, we're gonna have Shana a little bit more on the camera for this, because she's better looking than me on the camera. Let's face it, guys, you guys like to look at her a lot more than me. So let's go around, check out the downtown Main Street. Now, just like I said on Whole Beach, we were going to show you some interesting places if you only had a few days to come out to St. Thomas. And one of the places here is called Fort Christian. Now, after walking around the flea market and checking out Main Street, there, right down the road is Fort Christian. Now, this was built by the Dutch in the 1600s and remained pretty much active for a long time. Behind me is a U.S. Coast Guard base. So a little bit of interesting information is this was actually a Dutch colony, or sorry, Denmark. I take it back. Denmark was part of their colony until right around World War I when the U.S. took control of it in 1916. Here is some cool cannons. This is definitely old. I mean, you can see the old pitted steel that somebody did when they forged it, and it's got the bands around it that hold it together. And then all sorts of monuments and stuff like that are around here. So we're going to take a quick walk around Fort Christian and check it out. Now, the Virgin Islands is a U.S. territory now, and they do have representation in Congress, although they don't have voting rights. Here in this location, across the street from Fort Christian, is a legislative building for the U.S. Virgin Islands. Now, I'm not going to try to step in here because I don't know if we're allowed in here. I don't see any guards, but I don't want to take the risk of getting arrested by the Virgin Island Police Department or anybody else. And right next to it is the U.S. Coast Guard. But if you get a chance, we're checking out Fort Christian, and maybe they offer a tour here. We don't know, but this would be also a really cool location to check out. Here's the old fort, St. Christian, built in, I believe they said 1680, and it's had numerous uses through the years. Now, this is downtown. It's closed today, so we won't be able to get in, unfortunately, but it's hard to believe that this fort is older than the United States itself. Pretty cool. There's some definite modern improvements that you can see on the video, but it also has a really cool double door, and it looks like this stuff was built by Shell. It's really, really neat. Love to get in it, but unfortunately, this time we won't be able to. The water here is amazing, and if you know Shana, everybody, she'll run right towards the water. She's a little bit more adventurous than me. I guess she's the yin to my yang. You know, I'm more the business guy. She's more the adventure girl. But she loves this water.
Standing here by the water, you can feel that cool breeze coming off. The sun is warm. You get to watch all the pelicans diving down for their fish. It's just so relaxing, and God, you could just stay here for hours and just watch the water, sailboats, catamarans coming in and out. I said to Sean, if I had a hammock or a little swing or something, I would say just call me tomorrow. It's our second night in St. Thomas, and we decided to go out to dinner, and we stopped here at Margaritaville. It's a beautiful late afternoon, and we're gonna sit by the water here and have a bite to eat, and I can't wait. We're gonna check out the scene here and enjoy the evening together.
Now, just like I told you earlier, we're going to try to show you some cool places. Now, Margaritavilles are all over the world. I've been to multiple of them, but everybody at the airport was telling us we had to come to this Margaritaville. We can see why. The water is great, and it's a nice cool breeze off the ocean. So let's figure out and visit another place that you should go to when you come to St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands, Margaritaville.
Have some coconut shrimp with some fresh mashed potatoes and vegetables, which looks so good. And there's some marmalade here to dip my coconut shrimp in, and I'm gonna share some with Sean. And my belly is hungry. Being out in the sun makes you so hungry. And Sean, he got some jambalaya. Oh yeah. It's got some shrimp right on top. Yeah. He approves. He's just going in. Yes.
I'm hungry.
He is hungry.
Well, we just wrapped up at Margaritaville, and you know, it was pretty good. I mean, obviously it's a chain, so it's not island cooking, but it was a great view, great time. They have a little club next door. You can probably hear it behind me. We couldn't get into it because I guess you had to be a member. So we're going to wrap it up for today and start our next adventure. So if you're in the Virgin Islands, give Margaritaville a shot. It's a nice view. Staff is really courteous, and the food was very prompt.
Hey guys, so we're on day 3, and we're getting ready to go snorkeling, and we're going to see the sea turtles, and we can't wait. This is one of my favorite things to do, be around the water and be in the water and all about the water. So come join the Clean Connection as we go snorkeling with the sea turtles.
last day.
Hey, Cling Connection fam.
We're wrapping up here in St. Thomas, and we have loved every second of it.
Yep, we're going to be heading out in about a half hour, catching our plane back to Florida, and we kind of wanted to do a little recap on what went on and how we enjoyed our time here.
If you've never been to St. Thomas like we haven't, and this was our first time, try out everything you can. The food's delicious, the excursions are wonderful. We went snorkeling with the sea turtles. How awesome was it? It was so cool. We saw them coming up, taking their breaths, going back down. It's awesome. You guys should come and visit.
Yep, and the people here were amazing. Some things to be really cognizant about is it's not cheap, so be aware that when you come, you're going to spend a little bit of money and spend a little time waiting because things do move on island time. But other than that, it was a good deal, and we will eventually probably do an outtake video on what happened with us in our Jeep when we broke down, but we didn't get any of that on video. So anyway, we're going to be wrapping it up here and heading back to good old Florida and wrapping up this episode of the Cling Connection. If you like what you saw, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell so you never miss another Cling Connection episode. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Rumble. We're also on TikTok, and I think that's it, right? Our website.
Yeah, we're on everything.
We're on everything. Odyssey. So like we saw, make sure to follow us and share the videos and everything else like that.
Yep. And we love you as much as you love us, so don't miss another episode.
And until next time, have fun storming the castle.
Bye, guys.
Bonus clip.
Hello, kamusta po sa inyong lahat? Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe po sa YouTube channel ng Cling Connection. Maraming salamat po!